Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to start with a new Linux distribution, that is Debian. Debian is based on Debian. So this is the web page of debian.org. So at the top, you have got the install button, packages button, development, community, and explore button, and there is this download section and donate section. So first, let us get a quick introduction. So Devuan GNU+Linux is a fork of Debian without the systemd. So it is a systemd free Linux distribution that allows users to reclaim the control over their system by avoiding unnecessary entanglements and ensuring the init freedom. Debian releases. So Chimera 4 is the current stable release. Beowulf 3.1 point release has moved to the old stable. So it is an old stable and still you can use it. There will be some support available. ASCII 2.1 release is archived. So that was even earlier, the earlier release of Debian. So that is now archived, and I think when the distribution is archived or the release is archived, then it won't get any updates. So the ASCII 2.1 point release is archived, so it means the support has stopped. JC1 LTS is archived, so this JC1 LTS is also archived, so it will no longer receive the update patches. So you can learn more about Chimera overview and the Debian releases from here. So let us open the Chimera release. So the stable version 4, codename is Chimera. Release date is 2021-10-14. Kernel is Linux 5.10. Init system is system vinit, OpenRC, and the runit. So 3 init systems are available in this release. Package management is by DPKG and the APT. So this is also just like Debian. Package format is also Debian, that is Deb format. Supported architectures like AMD 64, ARM 64, ARML, ARM HF, i386, PPC 64EA. Desktop environments available are XFC, Cinnamon, KDE, LXQT, Mate, and others are also available post install. And the available images net install is around 300 MB, server CD is around 670 MB, desktop DVD is 4 GB, desktop live is around 1.2 GB, minimal live is 460 MB, mini ISO is 50 MB, ARM it will vary, and the net boot PXE is there. And for the support, you can join the mailing list, that is DNG, the internet relay chat Debian, hashtag Debian is there. Not yes, on Libera IRC network. Forum is Devuan Galaxy. Bugs, there is a bug tracking system that also you can join, or you can just observe the bugs, how they are getting tracked and getting resolved. All software shipped with Debian in the main component is free software, but if needed, non-free software is also available. You have to just add the non-free and contrib component to the appropriate lines in the etc apt sources.list. So the sources.list is there to control the repositories, and you have to add non-free and contrib as a suffix in the repos name. So that is just like what you do in the Debian. So you have to add the non-free and contrib to the repository name. So the repository is this, and you have to just add the non-free and contrib to get available the non-free and the proprietary packages. So now we will go back again and let us check out the Debian releases. So here you can see that Chimera is the latest one. Beowulf is the last old stable. ASCII and JC are now archived and no support is available. And in development, there are 2 versions. Daedalus is there, so it is based on Bookworm. It is not developed, it is not released, but it is in development. Ceres is unstable, that is, it will follow the Debian seed or the Debian unstable, so it is also not released. So Debian release code names are chosen from the Minor Planet Center names list. The first Debian stable release JC mirrors Debian's JC. a Toy Story character. Future name releases following alphabetical order starting with A, B, C. So ASCII, Beowulf, Chimera, Daedalus and Excalibur have already been chosen. An exception to this pattern is Unstable, which always has the codename Ceres, a minor planet number 1, which is an alias for the Debian shield. And now Debian development takes place in suites that indicate a level of stability. So these suites are there: stable, testing, and the unstable. So stable is the currently official release suite of Debian. It is recommended for use in production. Testing is where the next stable suite is developed. Software is usually more up to date, but there are many issues. Testing becomes stable when it is ready. Unstable is where developers refine and stabilize the latest package versions. When the current testing moves to stable, the previous stable transits to old stable, and a snapshot of unstable becomes the new testing. So this is just like what is done in Debian project, codenames and suites. So the release codenames or suite designations in etc apt sources.list indicate which release will be used while updating and upgrading packages. So the names stable and testing will refer to the different releases over time. As of writing, stable refers to Debian Chimera, that is the Debian Bullseye, and the testing refers to Debian Daedalus, that is the Debian Bookworm. Once the Daedalus is officially released, stable will refer to Daedalus and testing will refer to the next release in development, that is Excalibur, which is based on Debian Trixie. However, if your Chimera sources.list refers to the release codename Chimera, you will remain on Chimera until you change your sources.list. That means you will have more control when the upgrade happens. And if you are using Daedalus in your sources.list, you will move seamlessly to the next stable version of Daedalus when it is released. So just like Debian, the configuration for the sources.list is done in Debian. So Debian, it is just like Debian for the sources.list configuration. To avoid possibility of mixing two potentially incompatible repositories, Debian recommends using release names in the sources.list, just like Debian. So I am telling you. And end of life, that is UL, a release will consider archive and revert at the status of the same name. This is essentially means it is frozen, no development will occur on it, it won't receive updates including security ones, and assets will be distributed from a specific archive endpoint. So this is all what I have told you earlier. Now let us check out the ISO mirrors. So here you can see there is a ISO guide for the i386 and the AMD64. So Debian contains the 32-bit as well as the 64-bit ISOs. So the desktop live is there with around size 1.2 GB. Explore the default XFC desktop before installing, then install easily and quickly from the live session using the Refract installer. Firmware is installed but can be easily removed. So if you want to only use the open source drivers, you can do so, and the firmware is can be easily uninstalled. Net install is 300 MB, preferred by more experienced users to create servers, minimal systems, but also includes the choice of several desktop environments, not to be used for the offline install. Internet connection is and available bandwidth needed because all the core components are downloaded during the installation process. The expert install allows user to opt out of firmware installation and choice of alternate bootloader. A default install will provide the firmware. So you should go with the default install if you want all the non-free firmware. So it will provide you the firmware. So all the firmware will be installed. And if you do the expert install, then it will allow the user to opt out of the firmware installation. Server 670 MB, CD, one of the 4 CD set that allows for a complete offline server minimal installation. The remaining CDs offer server desktop choices and a limited selection of additional software. So CD2 will come with the XFC installable from Taxel and the LXDE. CD3 comes with the Mate installable from Taxel and the OpenBox window manager. CD4 comes with the Cinnamon desktop installable from Tassel but requires CD2 and 3 to install. So it is little complicated, but you can manage it. Desktop comes with 4 GB ISO, and you can use this DVD ISO if the network is not available or you need multiple offline installations. The image contains several desktop choices and additional software options. LSQT and KDE are the only available on DVD. So LSQT and KDE desktops are not available in the server, that is the 670 MB CD set of 4 CDs, nor it is available in the net install, not available on the desktop dash live. It is only available on the desktop DVD. Minimal live, it is around 460 MB ISO, a full featured console based recovery tool with a focus on accessibility for visually impaired and blind users. Uses the refractor installer. Okay, so we will check out the refractor installer when we check out the desktops. Note that this Debian installation ISOs are signed with the key of developer in charge of them. All the developer keys are listed on the team page, so that's good. So there is more confidence of the users is built up this way. Installation media for the AMD 64, ARM 64, ARML, ARM HF, i386 and PPC6EL. So the netboot is there. So files for the PXE install, mini ISOs and installer these images for the some specific boards can be found in the appropriate directory for your search for your $archat. So this is the link to those ISOs, mini ISOs and PXE install and the installer disk images. And there is also a embedded ISO. So you can check out the discussion about the embedded ISO and the download location, and link of the HTTPS and the HTTP mirrors is given. You can choose them. There are also FTP mirrors and the rsync mirrors. So you can choose between these four and download your ISO. And the fifth option is torrent and magnet link. So you can download the ISO as a torrent, or you can download via the magnet link. And there are some distributions based on Debian. So the Debian installation option shouldn't be considered the only way to use Debian. Number of derivatives are already activated Debian as a base. While reviewing Debian, we do recommend taking them into consideration. They harness the power of our base distribution by targeting specific usage, which is exactly what we hope to achieve with Debian. So you can go and check out the Debian derivatives. I will just show you. So meanwhile, it is opening. The torrent link contains all files for a given release. You can select which files to download if you are limited bandwidth or storage. So please see if you can download around 25.13 GB. So the torrent has got all packages that are available in the Debian. So you can use the torrent option to download the complete set of all packages that are available in the Debian and then do the installation. So I think it is taking some time. So what we will do is, let us go back. And for the technical support, you have to use these options. So the IRC chat relay is there, and you have to search for the Debian dash dev, Debian dash arm, and Debian off topic. So these are the different channels, or we can say chat rooms, where different kinds of users can come. So Debian is the general chat and discussion. Debian Dev is for the developers to gather. Debian ARM is for the ARM users to come and chat together. Debian off topic is general chat. Everybody can come and have some social interactions. And there are various Debian teams which gather in their own chat rooms. So Debian Art, Debian News, Debian Wiki, Debian World Wide Web, Debian. Then there are some language groups like Debian ES, Debian BR, Debian FR, Debian PL, that is Poland, I think, yes. And you can also subscribe to the mailing list. So DNG is the link to the mailing list. So Debian is not GNOME. Developers can join on the Debian Dev. So to receive official Debian announcement, you have to sign up for the announce Debian Galaxy Forum. So this is the most recent addition to community gathering place for the Debian users, and you can also help Debian grow So you can contribute to the Debian development in many different capacities as a end user, a super user, power user, or you can be a developer and then help the Debian. You can donate money to the Debian project. So you can see here. So you can donate your money via bank wire transfer, PayPal or crypto, and some financial report for the um, gone by years is given up to 2014. From 2022 to 2014 it is given, so you can check that out. So it will build the confidence in the donor to donate. So the financial report will show how the money was well spent. So that is the aim of publishing the financial reports here. That is done. Now let us check out the download. So I think yes, we have already checked this. So download section is checked. Let us check out the development. So here you can see you can meet the Debian development team. So the names of the Debian developers past and present is given. The core group of Franco, Next Time, Lanza, Dennis, Jaromil, Rio or Rio, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Daniel, Centurion, Rio Rich. So you can check out the list. And there are some donors and enthusiast names also given who have contributed in a great way to the Debian project. And the board of trustees name is there. So Yvette Agostini, Roger Lake, Gabriel Abesto, Zaverio, Emiliano Russo, Stefania Calcagno. So you can go through it and let us check out this. Yes, community we have already checked. So now let us go and check the explore one. So here you can check out all the announcements, get the Debian. You can check out how to install the Debian. So the manuals are given here along with some Spanish translation, Italian translation. All information regarding install is given here. So this is the packaging links. So you can open the package and source information. The keyring, Debian keyring information is given. So this is important when you are going to for installation for the first time. How to install the Debian keyring is given here. The primary Debian signing key, which signing key is there. So you can identify the correct sign-in key, and that reduces the chances of hacking of your system. This is the links to the development team, source code for Debian packages, archive, GitLab issues, SDKs, Debian derivatives. Let us check out the derivatives. So exe, GNU+Linux, GNU Inos, Refracta, Star, Itertic, Mio, Heads, Dows, Crozet, Decode OS, Mimolist, Thom OS, Luxan, Minimimo, AB Multimedia, Virage, Forge OS, Gobnis. A lot of them are there, and some JC based ISOs are also there. And there are some links to the software freedom, like free software source code. What is free software? What do you mean by free software? GNU general public license, NetBSD licensing and redistribution, Init Freedom, suckless organization. Then there are some community links, support like donate and contact. So you can contact the developers here. The Debian team will be there on this links. So with this, I will now stop the video here, and from the next video onwards, we will start checking out the different Debian installers, the different Debian desktops. So let us go ahead and meet in the next video. Bye bye.